at the end of the year you want you want to get married, it should be on the streets right now. I remember telling one of my friends that, babe, see, this year we really need to put our head down. Let's see if we'll marry. The energy of your environment contributes to your productivity. You can't be friends with everybody, and everybody cannot be your friend. Okay, so one of my dreams is to buy a car, and they're telling you, oh, which car? Do you have money for a car? Life never stops until you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy New Year, guys. I can't believe that I've been away from this channel for a while, and I can't wait to start sharing with you guys. A lot of things went down in 2022. This past year has been one of my happiest year. I don't think I have ever been genuinely happy as an adult the way I was last year. Yes, I'm that kind of person that I like to analyze my life at the end of the year. Some people create vision board and all of that. For me, I just write down the things that I want to achieve. And last year, I would say it was a very different year for me. It was a year of growth. It was a year of creativity. It was a year of love. Like, a lot of things happened to me last year that I felt like, okay, since my adult life, last year is one time I was actually very happy for myself, happy for my growth. God really came through for me last year. God did the most for me last year, and all praise to him. So guys, let's dive into the video. So I think around first week of December, I was like, okay, I wrote down a couple of things. Let me just go back to my diary and see how much I have gone. And I realized that I achieved almost 90% of the things that I wrote down. Like, I was like I didn't even realize how much I have achieved until I went back to things I wrote down. I was like, wow, God is indeed great. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the things that I did differently last year that helped me achieve almost all my goals. And when it comes to goals, it can happen anytime. It can happen this year, it can happen next year, it can happen next 3 years, you know. It doesn't mean it has to be that year. It just means that it's something you want to achieve like in the closer future. It's okay to have a long-term goal. So if there's any goal you've written down and you didn't achieve them, don't put a time limit to it. I feel like that's one of the things that we do that will put so much pressure on ourselves. The things that I wrote down were just the things I wanted to achieve in the nearest future, if that makes sense, in the space of that 1 year. And the ones that didn't happen, I extend them to the next year. I'm not about to blame myself that I didn't work so hard, I didn't do much and all of that. I would definitely extend them to the next year. And life goes on. Life never stops until you. So in this video, I am going to be sharing with you guys 5 tips on how you can achieve those long list of goals you've written down. But one thing that worked very well for me is if I want to achieve any goal, I have to put it in writing. If you're good at vision board, go ahead and do your vision board. Write down things you want to achieve. Okay, write them down in your diary. Create a vision board. You know, just things that make you go back to the things that you want. Right now, I can open my diary and go all through the things that I wanted to achieve this year. Just create something and run to once in a while to check how long you have gone for the year. You want to start a business, you want to learn a new skill, you want to read some books. Just write it down, make a vision board, whatever you want to do. Just make sure it is written or it is visualized in a way that you always go back there and it reminds you how much you need to achieve these things, why you want to achieve them, and how you will feel when you achieve them. No matter how many goals you want to achieve this year, the second that will help you achieve that as much as you want is developing a plan. What you want to do is, as you're writing down your goals, have a developed plan that will help you achieve those goals. For example, a lot of people are living in Nigeria currently. If your dream is to leave Nigeria by 2024, I know it's by September, all of you like to run away. By now, you should be applying. If you want to go as maybe a student, by now you should be applying to school, or if you've not applied already, and by now you should already be looking for things to do that will fetch you money and ultimately saving. Because living in Nigeria costs a lot of money. So if you want to achieve a goal without a developed plan, I don't know how you want to do that. So if you're living in Nigeria in September, by now you already created a saving account, you're already saving inside because you know you're going to need a lot of money. So these are plans. Even saving, before you save money, you have to have the money to save. A job or side hustle, if you have a full-time job already, you know, oh, maybe all the money I'm going to make from this full-time job, it's not going to be enough for me to travel. You're already looking for like a side hustle, something to do here and there to just add up the money. There should be a plan. Your goal is to leave Nigeria at the end of the year. It's not enough that you've written it down. Create a plan that will help you achieve that. If at the end of the year you want to, let me just take this to the front level. Let's say at the end of the year you want You want to get married. Let's be realistic. By now, you should be in a relationship. Okay, it should be on the streets by now, because I don't know, it depends how long you want to like date. Believe that if your goal is to marry in 1 year time, like before the end of this year you want to get married, by now you should be, you should be on the streets. So I'm just trying to say, like, you should prepare yourself for your goal. If at the end of the year you want to start making money on social media, for example, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to become an influencer on Instagram, having in mind to start a YouTube channel, or you want to start creating, you want to become a content creator at the end of the year, because with YouTube here you can't start the same day and start making money. Okay, you have to meet their requirements before you can make a cent here on YouTube. Maybe at the end of the year your dream is, oh, I'm going to start making money on Instagram, I'm going to start making money on YouTube. You need to start, open a YouTube channel, open an Instagram page, start posting, consistency, content. And if you're consistent, at the end of the year you already start making money. So that is how you create a plan. You have to start a YouTube channel, you have to post consistently, get monetized, so there should be a plan to whatever goal you have written. One of my goals in 2022 is to make money on Instagram. Like, start making money, get endorsement deal here and there. Look, I did not only achieve my goal, I achieved way above what I have. Like, when I opened my diary and I saw the fact that I wrote in my diary that at the end of 2022, I want to be able to grow up to 20,000 followers on Instagram. I started the year with about 5,000 followers on Instagram, and I ended the year with 67,000 followers. Like, that blew my mind. At that point I just knew there is nothing you cannot achieve. Write down those goals. Don't be scared to write down those goals and say, oh, maybe I was so scared. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to request for too much. I'm scared of writing 50k, and how will I gain 50k followers in a year? Like, I didn't see that happening at all. So that's why I kind of limit my goals to 20k, and at the end of the day I achieved 3 times. I just know that the only thing that will get me to that 20k I thought was my goal is consistency. I started posting, creating hairstyle, creating content here and there. There is nothing you cannot achieve if you put your mind and soul to it. You can achieve anything. I had a plan, which is creating content, be consistent, creating more valuable content. That was how I create. So that was my plan, and at the end of the day my plan worked out for me. I didn't just achieve my goal, but I achieved way 3 times my goal. So the next thing I'm going to be speaking about, which is I think about the third tips on how I was able to achieve almost all my goal in 2022, was whatever is standing as an obstacle to you that won't lead you to achieve your goal, you get rid of it. If you can't get rid of it, you leave the place. This obstacle can mean anything: relationship, people, friends, situation, whatever, even your environment. Okay, it's time you just handpick and filter the people in your life. In 2022, I'm not going to be ashamed to say this, I cut off the people in my life because I felt these people, they are energy draining people. I don't want people around me that will drain my energy. Whatever it is that is stopping you from achieving your goals should be in the bin. Please, the energy of your environment contributes to your productivity, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure that to achieve your goal, you want to take away anything that drains your energy. It can be a relationship. If you're in a relationship with somebody that you're sharing your goal with and they are trying to bring in all the negativity, you don't have to be there, sis. If you're in a relationship with somebody, I can't believe I crossed my leg like I'm having an interview. If you're in a relationship with somebody that you're telling them, oh babe, in this 2022, one of my dreams is to buy a car, to buy a house, to do this, to do that, and they're telling you, oh, which car? Do you have money for a car? Can you even achieve it? Do you know how much is car? Like, they are just bringing all the negative energy. Like, you shouldn't even be around that person at all. So I cut off 2 friends last year. Like, I decided that, see, I am not your enemy, we are not fighting, but your energy around me is not helping me in any way. So you have to go. You have to go. Leave me. If not that I'm speaking about it now, I don't even remember them, because all they bring around me is negative energy. I'm that kind of person that if I want to achieve something, if I'm going to buy a phone today, I'm calling my friend, babe, I'm going to buy a phone, I'm going to do it. Like, I love to share my happiness with people. I love friends. I love to share my happiness. Sometimes I even share my goal with them, that babe, next year I would really like to do this, I would like to do that. I share my goals with my friends and every that. I remember telling one of my friends that, babe, see, this year we really need to put our head down. Let's see if we'll marry. Like, that's one of our goals. So I like to share my goals, just share things that I love to happen to me with my friends. So when I see that you are energy draining person, Never. I don't want you around me. Okay, relationship, friendship, environment, like I mentioned earlier, whatever is going to be as an obstacle to you to achieve that, cancel it out. It is okay that you don't want to be friends with somebody anymore. Let me tell you, you can't be friends with everybody, and everybody cannot be your friend. Okay, so make sure that people around you, your friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, make sure they are there. Make sure that they're not people that drain energy away from you or make you look like your goals are not achievable. So the fourth thing I want to speak about that actually helped me personally to achieve some of my goals, almost all my goals last year, was making sure that my goals were realistic as possible. With this one, a lot of people might disagree, but it is fine. This is my opinion, that are achievable, and there's some things that are realistic. Make sure you have a realistic goal. This might sound funny, but let me be realistic. The more realistic your goal is, the more you're able to achieve them. Make sure it is something you can actually achieve. Okay, make sure it is something that is attainable, if that makes sense. You know, there's some things that I feel like if I write them down, they are just maybe me just visualizing my future. There were goals that I set that I knew that, okay, if I work hard, I will achieve these goals. If I do this, I will achieve these goals. Oh, now I'm at this point, I'm very close to this goal. Realistic goals are going to ginger you to want to create them. When you create goals that are not really realistic, even you yourself, you will come to a point where you're doubting yourself, you're doubting if you can achieve these things. But when you create goals that are realistic, it is easy for you to achieve them. Believe me. Last but not the least, believe me, God, there are a lot of things I would love to talk about, but I don't want this video to be so long. I want to keep it as simple as possible. I don't want to take it so deep. There are a lot of things you need to do when it comes to achieving goals, but these are just the very basic things you need to do. Like, these ones are very basic. So the last tip I'm going to be sharing with you guys is involving. Try and involve. Trying to make yourself available for development. Try to make yourself available for, you know, new ways of life, new style, new things that are happening. Don't be so backward. Don't be so holding back to, oh, this is what I know. How are you going to grow when you're still holding up to 1997? Great chance for yourself to evolve, to grow, and all of that. Come to achieving your goals. I also want to point this out. Be around people that have achieved that goal you want to achieve. If you like to watch YouTube channel and maybe you like a certain lifestyle, or you like a certain way this person is doing their stuff, and that's what you want your life to look like, for me, I would say watch them more. I love luxury. Yeah, YouTube. If you come to my YouTube history, you'll be crazy to see the kind of things I watch. I love luxury in my life. I'm not there yet, but I'm definitely going to get there. I love to watch videos that are very luxurious kind of thing. If that kind of thing you want to tap into, watch that kind of video. If you love you know, a certain kind of thing, ideas, buy books that open up your mind to that idea. Whatever you want to achieve in life, you just have to surround yourself with that energy, either by reading books, going for a conference, if it's YouTube, watching YouTube, and all of that. So, you know, those days where you just wake up dull and you don't have the energy to want to do anything. I just spend time watching YouTube videos, and when I'm watching videos that are related to my kind of content that I do here on my vlogging channel, before you know it, I get that energy to want to stand up and create. Watching those creators kind of inspire me, and I want to create. So it's important that if you want to achieve your goal, make sure you are around the energy that will help you achieve those goals. Make sure you're doing things that will ginger. Do you understand? Make sure you do things that motivate you. If it's reading books that motivate you, if it's watching people that achieve the things you want to achieve, watch the things that just encourage you, because we are human. Sometimes you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna die one day, all this won't matter. So just do things that give you motivation to want to do these things. Help you put in that work so that you can achieve that goal. Last but not the least, this one just like an ice on the cake is whatever you're doing, do not forget to pray about it. I'm in a point in my life where I pray about the smallest thing, guys. I'm sure that God will be looking at me and be like, really, you're praying for this thing? Like, I pray about the most smallest inconvenience. And let me remind you guys this, that the plan of God for you is bigger than your goal. Imagine me having goal to get 20k in a year, and I got 3 times my goal. So whatever goal you've created, commit into God's hand, pray about it. Immediately you're dropping your pen from writing whatever goal, just pray about it. I'm so glad that I'm here to share this video with you guys. I remember this time last year, if you guys can go back to my channel, I made a videos like this. I was talking about how I was depressed, how I was coming from a place of depression. I wasn't even happy, but look at me, new year, and your girl is very happy. I have a big smile on my face. I'm very happy, and I can't wait to share with you guys all of the things that come in 2023. So guys, that's just it. I'm so glad I'm here today. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm grateful to God for today, for this new year, and for you guys. You are out there. You watched my video last year and you're here again watching. That means you're alive and healthy body and soul. Honestly, I'm very happy to have you guys here in 2023, and thank you so much for all the subscribers, all the comments, all the like. I see you guys. Thank you guys so much. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.